Hey guys, it's Brandon, aka B.Rich Beauty, aka your beauty best friend. Happy Friday, y'all! Well, the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez trial has started and it is juicy. Did Jen Shah skip out on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion? We're talking about that and a lot more. You know what to do. Grab your tea, grab your beverage. Let go! What's going on, Beauty Besties? Happy Friday, and thank God it's Friday. Y'all, we've made it to the end of another week. Amen. How y'all doing out there? Beauty Besties, let me tell y'all something, because you know I'm just that dramatic. I was on my deathbed this week. I've been down and out since Saturday. I got back home from Houston, Texas last Friday. Friday night, didn't feel so hot. Saturday morning, baby, I had a fever, could not get out of bed. I was stuck in bed with a fever for 3 days. I had chest congestion. I had head congestion. I had a cough. Baby, you would have thought I was coughing up a lung. Well, I was. And it wasn't COVID. So it reminds me of regular colds exist outside of COVID. But I'm just now feeling better. Just now feeling like back to myself. And I said I had to come down here to talk to y'all. Baby, we're about 2 weeks away from Christmas. Y'all ready? Ooh, and there's so much to talk about. The tea is hot. I got about a week's worth of stuff to try to talk about with y'all because I feel like I've been gone and I missed y'all so much. So, y'all ready to jump into these hot topics? Let's do it. Well, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Jen Shah, it's been confirmed by TMZ that Jen has skipped the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion filming. So the filming of the reunion is actually happening today, Friday, in New York City. And the reports are one monkey didn't stop no show and the show must go on. And so the rest of the cast is in New York filming with Andy. Jen stayed home in Utah. And I'm assuming she's spending as much time as she can with her family because y'all know she is still awaiting her sentencing from her federal trial case, her conspiracy to commit wire fraud that she pled guilty to. So the judge is scheduled to sentence her next year. She can get up to 14 years in jail. And so with all of this, we've seen it play out. But I will say this, though. I feel like Jen, of course, she's like, I'm spending time with my family, and it's a real thing probably. But now that she's getting closer to sentencing, y'all know this reunion is going to be filled with all types of questions regarding her trial. The fact that this has been her storyline all season. If you guys have been watching the show, she's crying, she's lashing out. She's doing all of the Jen Shah that we know her to do, but now she's cloaking it around the fact that she's fighting for her life and, she can go to jail and all this other stuff, child. But you know what I thought was quite interesting that I read in the TMZ article that I don't know if y'all knew this either, but when the feds raided her home, they found over 30 luxury counterfeit handbags and 40 luxury counterfeit bling bling jewelry and stuff like that. First of all, Jen has really been out here duping the kids, y'all. She is on these trips. She's doing these lunches. She's living her best Salt Lake City life, hanging around with wealthy people with her fake Chanels, her fake Gucci's, and her fake jewelry. Baby, when I tell you all of this speaks to wire fraud, all of this speaks to fraudulence, down to the handbag and the jewelry, I am just so verklempt that this Jen Shah that she painted the picture for us, all that's truly glitz and glitter is not gold, honey. I did not know this. And when I was reading the TMZ article, I was like, why do I feel like they left this out intentionally for this one moment to be petty as they're talking about Jen Shah misses the reunion. She stayed at home in Salt Lake City. And by the way, the feds found 30 fake bags, 40 fake jewelry, etc. Good luck, Jen. Like, it was so petty. And I just wanted to share that with you all too. So again, she's missing out. I wonder if, even though she's not going to be there physically, you know what they did with Diana when Diana was sick and she missed the Beverly Hills reunion? I wonder if Jen will at least Skype or Zoom in, because we got questions for her behavior. We got questions for the shoes she threw over the yacht and acting like she didn't do it, as she was apologizing to her friend the next day for pouring champagne on the friend's head. And no one can agree that pouring a glass of champagne on somebody's head is a joke and a way to lighten the mood. Okay? So Jen got some splaining to do, and we wants to hear it. So hopefully she'll Zoom in, Skype in, and wear one of her pieces of glass jewelry and give us a show. But let's move on. Yo. Okay, so I didn't realize I was this invested in this whole Megan Thee Stallion Tory Lanez case until I started seeing all the reports that are coming up from what is happening in this courtroom. Baby, this trial is like an episode of Days of Our Lives in real time. This is one of them. These are one of these trials. This is one of these trials. This is one of these trials, y'all. This is exactly how excited I got. This is one of these trials, y'all, that really needs to be on daytime court TV. Like, baby, we need an inside scoop and chair and camera in this courtroom, because this hip hop world is messy. All right, so here's what's happening, right? Because Megan's ex-BFF, Kelsey, apparently is now flip-flopping and changing her story, giving all types of confusion to the case in the jury box. And apparently, Kelsey would only testify if she was granted immunity. So they gave her use immunity here, right? And even with this immunity, she was on the stand this week pleading the fifth when they asked her questions about who shot Megan, did she see Tory shoot Megan, and all of this. And she's like, I don't remember. I plead the fifth, and all of these other things, right? So baby mama is smart, because she's like, I got my immunity deal and I'm still pleading the fifth. But let's talk about the messiness of that night and how it led to Megan getting shot. So apparently, word on a curb and across the street is that they were at a Kylie Jenner party, and Megan was in the pool, and her wig started to get a little bit loose, and so she was there with her BFF Kelsey and Tory. Now, she was like, my wig started getting a little bit loose. I didn't want to get embarrassed and have like a wig slip, so I was ready to leave. Her and Kelsey went to the car. The driver said, I can't leave until Tory's ready. She came back in and was like, Tory, let's go. They said Tory did not want to go. They said Tory was trying to push up on Kylie Jenner. Again, I don't understand the magic of black men and this whole Jenner Kardashian clan. I just don't get it. Anyways, I digress. So then finally, they said that that Tory got ready to leave, but he was agitated and upset that he was having to leave the party too soon. I bet you were, sir. Now, let's also give you a little bit of a backstory here, honey, because this sounds like it was a lover's type of quarrel, okay? Now, apparently, Kelsey and Tory had sexual intimate relationships at one point, and then Megan and Tory started with a sexual relationship too. So Tory was banging both of them down. Mind you, dog, isn't Tory Lanez like 5'4"? Okay? And the fact that you over here with the hottie, who's, Megan is no short girl, Kelsey is no short woman either, it tells me something. You got something else going on, Tory, if you over here slinging them down like that. But I digress. Now, let me take a sip. So now where it gets murky and gray in the water is that they can't pinpoint where the argument started. And Megan did say, though, that, she was upset that she had to testify. She's upset that, she's having to relive all of this, especially her sexual history with Tory, and it's causing embarrassment with her boyfriend, Party, who, by the way, did y'all know his real name was Partisan Fontaine? I didn't realize Party was short for somebody's real name, okay? But she said that Party is embarrassed because he's having to listen to Megan's sexual history with Tory and so forth and so on, and so she's upset. But she said that, when Tory pulled out the gun to shoot her, he pulled out the gun and pointed it at her over the window and said, dance, bitch. Sir, did you just get done watching Harlem Nights? Like, what? Who pulls out a gun and points it at somebody and tells them to dance? Oh my God, he's a wannabe gangster. And so apparently he shot at Megan 5 times and obviously she got hit. Now they're trying to figure out if Tory did, but apparently, obviously Megan didn't shoot herself. And if somebody is saying, if she is saying that he said dance bitch and you got Kelsey over here that's using the Fifth Amendment, come on, let's put all the pieces together. It makes sense. So I am going to continue to watch this story because these stories that are coming out during this trial is quite entertaining. And I hope y'all had y'all popcorn ready for this. If y'all didn't know that y'all needed popcorn for this story, go ahead and you grab you some now. It's never too late to chomp on a piece of popcorn, honey, because this is getting good. But let's move on. So y'all know it's Whitney Houston, Patti LaBelle, and I got a few other people that I love. But why people out here playing on Auntie Patty's time? So Patti LaBelle had a concert this last Saturday in Milwaukee that was cut short because of a bomb threat. And you can see Patti was here on stage talking to the audience like she normally does. She was in between songs. She had just got flowers from somebody. And then all of a sudden, her 2 bodyguards plus her son Zuri came and rushed her off stage. And I'm going to play this because you can hear Patti say, wait. But do y'all see how security dropped these flowers so quick and ushered Miss Patti off? Miss Mama said, ooh, 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 ooh. They got to get me out of here, honey. And they scooted her out and then they evacuated the building. And so obviously the concert was then canceled because, you know, Patti wasn't coming back in the building. And then so now it's been postponed and it will be rescheduled. But I'm going to tell y'all something. First of all, bomb threats are whack, period, and nobody should be doing bomb threats regardless. But don't be playing with our elders' concerts, okay? First of all, bomb threats already are scary enough alone, and you got elders that are well into their 70s. Don't be trying to give our elders a heart attack too soon. Like, we only got a few elders left. Gladys Knight, Dionne Warwick, Patti LaBelle. They're officially national treasures. And Ronald Isley, we need to hold on to them, and we need to hold on to them tight. And people go see our elders for a good feel-good concert. You know, they call that feel-good music. Don't be screwing up the vibes by giving us bomb threats and then fake bomb threats on top of that. People paid good money to see Patti in concert, kick off her shoes, and roll around on the ground, and y'all want to interrupt it with a bomb threat. Go ahead somewhere with that. And leave Miss Patti alone and all the other elders. I personally would have been scared shitless, but I also would have been real pissed off that I did not finish my concert, okay? So, I'm glad everybody's safe. I'm glad Auntie Patti was well, and she's okay as well. Leave our elders alone. And let's move on. Before I get out of here, oh my God, DJ Twitch from The Ellen Show, how incredibly sad. This wonderful of a human took his life. And so the stories are now unfolding and coming out that, you know, he left a suicide note behind saying that he was dealing with some things from the past. But they said the note was very vague. But his wife reported him missing because she said on Monday morning he just left the house without any notice, didn't say anything to her. She said she went to the LAPD department station and said that his behavior was odd and she was concerned. And so his body was found Tuesday morning because he checked into a motel, less than a mile away from where he lived. And when he did not check out on Tuesday, the housekeeping staff, they found his body and he died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. So I just have a question. It's a motel, right? And period. But on Monday or whenever he took his life, did no one hear a gunshot in the building? Like, did that not cause a level of alarm and concern by hearing a noise like that? Like, the fact that that happened, the fact that he used a gun, the fact that it happened and no one's reported anything until the next day, it's just all so touching and so sad. So all the prayers, all the love to him and his family and those that were fans of him. You know, I didn't really watch the Ellen Show while he was on, but, you know, you see such great posts, and I went down to his Instagram page, and he was so full of life. So mental health matters, and, you know, check on your strong friends for sure. And on that note, guys, I got to go. You know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave me a comment. Most importantly, check the notifications and make sure they're turned on so you don't miss out on all this good old melanated magic. Ciao. Make sure y'all have a good weekend. Tell somebody y'all love them and do something good. I'm going to be working this weekend for y'all. Some fire content too, because I saw that y'all love that Whitney Houston collection unboxing. So I'm going to do a look for y'all this weekend, okay? All right, guys. Who loves you? I do. Have a great weekend. Bye.